Alright, so today's going to be the first day that I talk while I play. So we're going to play a couple games as Red Purple Uta. I will go over the deck list probably after, just because I don't want to do it before. That's all. Okay, so we got this Gurple Luffy. He chose to go second. Not exactly what we want. Okay, Bonclay. Perfect. Not really. We're probably gonna search just for the Ein, or to get like Dragon or something here, and then we'll swing with 6. Okay. Law's gonna be really good here, I think. I guess we'll just do that. So we'll go up to 6. We'll hold on to the Law for a little bit. He's got 7. We can set him back a little bit now. Especially, did he draw into... Yeah, he's got the Sanji Pudding. Honestly, Law Blocker might be really good next turn. Since I don't have Dragon, I think I'll just go to try to take his hand size down here with the Law Blocker. We'll see what he does. He's got Fordon. What can he play here? Nothing that I'm super worried about. Yeah, we'll just take that one. Oh, look, Dragon. Okay, cool. Really? Alright. Let's see. I don't necessarily like it, right? Kind of want him to hit here, take. Okay, perfect. Cool. Now, we got nothing else to do except end the turn. But he's at 2 life. We don't have Dragon next turn. Does kind of suck. We'll most likely... Okay. I'm assuming I got a Sanji Pudding. Yeah, I did. I didn't even look first. He got another one. He had 2 in his hand. Cool. So he's going to probably leader ability here. And swing for what? Does he? He should, right? I really want to play the Bonclay next turn. Okay, that's good for me. We're just gonna swing big. So ideally here, we'll use Dragon next turn to get some big swings in, right? We'll hit with 7, probably do 7 or 8. So we'll do 8, 8, 9 next turn, because we'll have Dragon. And then we'll try to save Roger for next turn after. Just in case, because he might put out a Robin blocker if I get him down to 0. I should. I will either get him down to 0 or I'm going to get quite a bit of cards out of his hand. He's got 8. He could play the Luffy now. I don't know if he does, though. If he does, he's... Ooh, I don't know. Let's see what he does here. Rest my Bonclay. That's unfortunate. That's kind of unfortunate. I get it, but we get a 2k counter at hand. 2k counter out of hand for that. Unfortunate, but at least it forced him to answer because he knew what was coming. I don't think he knows about this Dragon though. Let's see. What's he doing? I know he's probably not going to want to swing Sanji Pudding. He just drew another one. So he could leader ability. Go up to 6. Yep. Now he has 7 active Dawn. He could play another Sanji Pudding, and he can swing pretty big into this bond clay and make sure I definitely don't get to keep it. And that's fine. He could also swing into it with his Namis here. And then free swing into my life with leader. Smart though. Smart though. But his hand size is pretty small. I still don't know. I could have trolled a little bit and tried to keep it, but really? Okay. Interesting. Now the question is, do I go for lethal or do I try to clear his board? I think I can potentially clear his board. He's probably going to Gum Giant out of it, but he's going to hit me with a few swings next turn, so I think I just need to kind of hope for the best. Force him to use that Giant or not here. He's going to have to decide. Okay, 0 cost into that. He wants to save his Giant. I want to save Law for block. I don't think I need to swing with him here. He did get a pretty wide board though this turn. But I've got 2 2Ks, 2 life, and a blocker, and a dragon he's gonna have to deal with. So there goes the Giant. Back up to 5. Okay. Not exactly what I want, right? Probably won't be able to swing with Law and Uta next turn. I just need to hope he tries to go for lethal instead of clearing Dragon. So a blocker. Damn, I really wish he was at 0 life. 2 blockers is kind of insane. He's gonna get some Dawn back. I think I can save Dragon and lethal this turn. I'm only gonna get 2 swings though. I need to go down to 0 life here. If I go down to 0 life, it doesn't matter. Okay, I think we're good. I don't know. Pretty sure we're good. I've got Law Blocker. And I've got Roger. This might be my shining moment. Just gonna rest my Law Blocker. He said, oops, I think he misclicked. So we resolve the attack just like that. We don't rest the blocker. We play this. Oh, he disconnected. That's game. Good job. Let's see. Yeah. I figured he might be bluffing that Giant because he used 1. I mean, he could have had another. I was about to hesitate and swing probably 13. But 3 cards in hand, I was a little concerned. Maybe. But he definitely didn't have the counter. He just had the 2 blockers, the Roger. That was it. That was pretty good. It was a little bit of a risk. But we got it. Okay, we have new Kobe. OP11. Ooh. Ah, it's worse. And I'm starting first. Not what we want. Not what we want. We'll see if we can make this work, though. We can make this work. Now, do we double ramp? We would ideally like to double ramp next turn, right? Because we want to get to... I think what we're actually going to have to do is this. And probably play out Law next turn. I mean, it's not impossible, but we really do want to go second here. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, gonna have to take that there, brother. I'm not a huge fan of this base art, Kobe. It looks a little weird. Swing for 6, see what he does. We're not going to ramp here because we want to keep some counter in hand. Oh, I forgot to use 4 costs. I didn't need to do that. What did I get rid of? Ooh, that's good. Getting rid of his Helmepo is great. And he's already bottom decked 2 Morias. Or trashed 2 Morias. Kind of insane there. Let's see what he does. So we'll go up to 7. Again, not exactly ideal, but we might be able to just swing it into his face pretty big here. Aramaki. Huh. Another Helmepo into his trash with a blocker. He's gonna give it 6,000. Is he gonna pop it? I think we just counter out. I'm not gonna block. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I was afraid of here. Do I take the risk to draw one that does nothing? I think we do. I'm gonna bottom deck another one. Him. Okay. Got an Otama. Not exactly what I wanted. But I mean, he's gonna have to take or block. So ideally, what we'll do here, we're sending that straight to the bottom of his life next turn with this. 100%. Not even a question. Not even a question. Got 2K out. Kind of need to. Want to stay a little healthy. He doesn't have a lot of big body. He's got another Kuzan. Okay. So we have to swing with Law next turn, right? We have to. All right. See what he gives me. If we're lucky, he ignores the Gordon. Because I can only get rid of 1 Kuzan, right? So we want to get rid of that. We're going to gain a life, take that, add it to the bottom of his life. Oh, shoot. Kobe's ability. Interesting. So he's just going to get rid of 9 Mom for free because of Kuzan. Yeah, there goes Law down 2K. That's totally fine. Yeah, that's fine. And now he's going to attack twice here. He's going to put this down to a 1 cost. The question is, what does he have? 3. Okay. I need a 3 to get out of it. Does he have anything? Does he have anything to, like, KO it, though? Yeah, he's got to. Wait, what would he have for... Am I missing something? Okay. Alright, that's kind of good. I don't think he's got the counter to clear here. Oh, he does. He's got some counter to save it. The Hibari. Alright, cool. Ooh, let's see. So he's gonna buff. That could potentially buff Hibari up to 8. He can probably clear, right? I'm a little confused, but not entirely. Because I think this Kobe's gonna go back down, right? I think having the Roger out might be better for me next turn than saving one of these. Yeah. Actually, I get 2 attacks off next turn for pretty big. So this is going to go 9 at face. I will take that for sure, because then I could probably still save Dragon here. From... Yeah. Ooh, nice. Do we think we can end? Do we think we can end? I now think we can end. Yeah. Right? Is that it? Nope. He counters out. Nice. GG. Good game. All right. That was a good one. Let's see what we got next. Okay. Wasn't a lot of people playing for this third one. So let's see what we get with the Kaido. He chose to go first. That's perfect. That's what we want. We don't want this hand, though. That's not phenomenal. We'll search, though, for Bonclay or Ein. We don't get either. We already have a Dragon. It's got to be 4 or above. We'll grab the Tesoro for the counter. I probably won't need 2 of him. This is going to be rough. Because he's going to get this Black Maria out at some point. I've seen more purple Kaidos. Maybe I'm missing something, though. He's seeing 6. We're going to counter out. We'll be able to get that back with one of these Tesoros. Clicked the wrong one. Oh, well. Not great. But we get it back next turn. We'll take 1 hit. Drop the Tesoro. It'll be fine. He's thinking. Takes. There we go. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. But, okay. Gets arrested. He's already up to 7. Swings 8. Let that hit. Shreya. Okay. Shreya could be good, too. He's debating. I'm sure he's debating on whether or not to use his leader ability right now. He's got to be. But it sets him back so far. Yeah, it sets you back so far, man. Let's swing 7. Not gonna rant. Don't need to. I mean, we might need to, but we're gonna go to 8 next turn. Even with this minus on, so we'll have dragon for next turn, right? He takes, use that. We're gonna get back to counter. And we're good. Look at that. Look at that. We got 8 cards in hand. He has 8 cards in hand. 9. What does he do? Does he rush Kaido? Does he have it? Does he have the rush Kaido? What's he thinking here? He's probably trying to get me down to... Oh! Brachio Bomber. There's the Black Maria. So now he's going to do it. So now I need to counter out, right? Because he's going to use leader ability. There it is. Trash life. Black Maria. Get it all back. Interesting for me. Interesting for me. Also have the Kaido Lin. Ooh. Would have been great. Would have been great, actually, to be at 9 this turn. I could have Don minus, gotten rid of his Black Maria. He wouldn't be able to do that again. I think I can still somewhat survive, though. Losing the Guild to Zoro, kind of a pain. But I know he doesn't run that many counter events. Right, so... He's in lethal next turn. I can protect Dragon. I know he's going to KO a life, so I have to also kind of protect life here, right? But we have... I think we survive. Okay, he's got the blocker. I think we go 1, 2, 3. Yep. He uses leader ability. Gets rid of a life. It's a 9. Alright, that's not a horrible thing to lose. Alright. So if I drop Kaido Linlin, do I have enough for lethal, right? Do I have enough? I think I need to use this to heal and also make sure he can't use his leader ability. So we're going to do 6. Not going to leader ability. I don't think he knows what's coming. I don't know why he's got 1 Dawn, though. What would he be running in this for 1 Dawn? I'm not crazy familiar with that. If I can get his blocker, that'd be great, but that Black Maria is definitely going into his life, right? Yeah, there we go. We're going to trash the Kaido Linlin, because I don't think it matters that much, if I'm being honest right now. I've got him within lethal-ish. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I just thought he'd be running Rush Kaido. Maybe he is, but now he can't leader ability at the very least. Alright. So I think we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll swing 12 at life, and then we'll throw down Shiraya. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking here. He's got 7 cards. There we go. So ideally, I think we're looking for a I think we're looking for a dragon here. Not a Beppo. Dragon. Kid blocker. Now we want a Roger. Let's go, Roger. Let's go, Roger. I screwed that up for sure. He's got 8 cards. I just lose. I should have minus this. I wish Shariah could use like that. What? No! 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 You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. I can't believe that. That's insane. 8 bricks in. He's got the Sanji puddings? I mean, maybe the Katakuris? Why would you want the Katakuri? Other than 9 Mom, you're not going to be able to restand anything else. I mean, maybe? Maybe. I get this more than I get the Katakuri. No way. That's insane. All right, I'm going to take like 2 seconds to process this, and then we'll get into the deck list. This is the deck list. It's not perfect. It does feel like it needs some tweaks, but it's overall not bad, right? The only time you really get messed up is going first. You really want to go second with this matchup because on 2 Dawn turn, you really have 2 options. If you don't have an Ein, right, you can use Buena Festa. I know it says Fiesta, but it's Buena Festa and search into your Ein, hopefully. Or Guild to Sorrow, or this 2K, this 2K, this blocker, this 2K, right? Buena Festa will help you at least replace itself. You could also, on 2 Dawn, use the EBO2 highest point or peak red searcher. You could also use the purple searcher. It's really up to you. They do all the same thing, so I guess whichever art you like the most. But this will also help you search into your Ein. Additionally, the EBO2 searcher will search into your Bonclay, which does the same thing as Ein, but has some counter. So you only run 2. You really don't want to be dropping them too much. The goal is to go from 2 Dawn on your first turn to 4 Dawn on your second turn. Play the Ein and use leader ability to ramp twice, or play the Bonclay and use leader ability to ramp twice. And on turn 3, you're dropping Dragon. You have Dragon, that's a 9k rush that you put 2k on leader, so you get a 7k swing. And if you have Ein out and she sticks, or you have Bonclay out and they stick, you can potentially get in another 5k swing, or whatever they have on board that Bonclay can use. Most likely Bonclay won't stay very long, but you can do that. Now, as you may have seen, some of these mid-game plays are a little rough, right? If you go first, you're probably not getting Dragon out on turn 3 unless you get really lucky with your ramp and you're able to double ramp. But most likely not. You'll go from 1 to 3. 3, you're not going to have anything to place out to ramp. So you might be able to play Shariah. You can also search into something that will help you. But you'll go from 3 to 5. So instead of on turn 3, if you go first dropping a Dragon, you'll probably have to drop something like the Trafalgar Law blocker, which your opponent might have 7 cards at that point. It's really good. I was able to get rid of a Sanji pudding against the Gerbil Luffy. Also, you've probably already pitched for leader ability, so you can also play Guild to Sorrow. If you have an Ein that you can pick up an Ein and maybe another 2k. and then put the Ein back in trash for leader ability to get that Don back. And then you essentially just get a 2k in hand, which helps. So Gil Tesoro, he's 4 of because he's pretty helpful, but he's also a 1k. Law Blocker's only a 2 because he's kind of situational. Things like blue-purple Luffy, green-purple Luffy, things that you really want to get stuff out of their hand. It's pretty good over the board, but they need 7 or more. Blue-purple Luffy is really good for that because you can drop him mid-game. There's a good chance he's got a lot of cards in hand already. So he's going to help you make sure that they don't really do what they want to do as fast, if you're lucky, right? Shariah Blocker, as you can see, he's a 2 of at the moment. He kind of can come in handy, but if I'm being honest, I might take him out and make Law 4 just because, but Shariah Blocker can be pretty helpful. You can block out at whatever their opponent's leader is. So if their leader decides to swing 9k at you, you can block with Shariah, go up to 9k, and then use a 1k counter like a Bon Clay or Gil Tesoro to get out of it, or even the Trafalgar Law Blocker. However, you can also attack for whatever the leader is. So into things like green-purple Luffy, blue-yellow Nami that's coming out, right? Blue-purple, I think I said green-purple first. Anyway, the new Luffys in OP10 and OP11, as well as blue-yellow Nami. Shariah will be really good into that because even if they plus themselves up, or they're just naturally a 6k leader, Shariah is going to be able to swing, and you're going to get another swing out if you absolutely need to. The bread and butter here is going to be your dragons. Obviously, you want to get him out turn 3. Gets a lot of pressure. It's going to be kind of harder to clear when you drop him turn 3. It's going to be a little bit easier to stick that first turn and get 2 swings out of him, but he could go. So you want to have enough counter in hand. And that's why you run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2Ks, right? Otama was in here from a previous list. This can probably be interchanged with another 2K. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I had her when I was running Ben Beckman more. It put a lot of other characters into range of Ben Beckman, but I think I'm going to switch this out with another 2K. I haven't decided yet, but that's probably going to change. Also in here we have the 9 moms to heal. You run a lot of bricks in here with Ein being at 4, dragons at 4, we have Roger at 2, which we'll get to. 9 mom herself is at 3, and we have 1 Kaido Linlin. 9 mom can help us heal, get rid of something also like these EBO2 searchers, and just give us another turn to potentially play out another dragon, another Roger, maybe even get Kaido Linlin on the board and see what happens, right? It just kind of depends, but 9 mom's really good for helping us prolong the game. Roger, as you can see, 2 of, it's plenty. I used to run him at 3 or 4 when I had a slightly less aggressive deck. Well, it was more aggressive, slightly less defensive. But as you can see, he's really good in certain scenarios, especially if you get yourself to your own life, right? Like they have 1 life, you have 0 life, as you saw in that last game. You swing with everything else after dropping Roger. Even if they have a blocker on board, if they don't have a lot of cards in hand, they're gonna be forced to use counter. And as we saw with that Kaido, he didn't have any counter whatsoever, so he was going to have to take the leader hit, and then I would have swung with Roger knowing he did not have enough cards in hand, or if he took that hit, it would have been weird. I might have also swung with Shariah just to see, because I didn't think I was going to be able to survive the next turn anyway, so I probably would have also swung with Shariah for 5, and he would have taken that hit and lost because he wouldn't have been able to block, which would have been insane, right? So Roger can be pretty useful. It's a situational, you got to kind of play with your life and your blockers and stuff like that, or their blockers, but he can be really good. As you can see, you can also win games. The Kaido Linlin is purely a 1 of because every now and then when you have something like a blue-purple Luffy, a red-purple Luffy, right? Not necessarily red-purple, but blue-purple, right? You can get them chunked down pretty quickly. If you can play this Kaido Linlin out before they get their Katakuri blocker on board, the next turn you can swing for 15, get them down to 1 life maybe, or maybe even none, and then you swing for 12 with Kaido Linlin. If you can do this before they start really building a big hand size, right? Or maybe you played the Law Blocker before, got their hand size down. This is going to be insane game ender. I've already had a couple times clutch the game out for me on some games off stream. or off video, whatever. But Kaido Linlin and one of, very situational, but can definitely win games for you. And then, of course, we have the 4-0 cost events. I like using Bad Manners Kit Course because when I do get the trigger out, I'm usually not in a spot where I need to ramp a Don. I don't have a lot of Don minus. The only 3 that I run are Gil Tesoro, Charlotte Linlin, and Trafalgar Law. And most of the time, it doesn't hurt me that much to where if I take a life, I'm going to want to do the ramp from it. This helps me a lot more. I've had a couple times where this trigger has saved me because the other person's leader isn't able to swing. For example, a couple of blue-purple Luffys I've faced so far since the start of OP11 has been... It's insane to put him down to a 3k leader when he just dropped like a Sanji into something else, right? Like, he won't be able to swing into me. Or if he's already got the Katakuri blocker, then he drops a Sanji into something else. He's only got 1 Dawn. If he swings with the Katakuri blocker, I get this trigger out, and then I get to use this card for free. So it's at 4. I do run a lot of bricks. We've got the Linlin, the Kaido Linlin, the Dragon, the Roger, the Ainz, and the events. However, I'm not entirely sure I need this Bad Manners. I think maybe I could put in like a 7 cost Sanji Rush, potentially. That does take out some more Dawn, but it gives me a play when I don't have Dragon, right? On the off curve, on the odd, when I go 1-3, then ramp to 6, you know, or 1-3, yeah, ramp to 6. Maybe something I get in there around the 6 cost range, maybe another Rush instead. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe I drop this down to 2. We'll see. 4 doesn't feel horrible. Overall, though, this list isn't meant to be the best. It's not meant to, be meta breaking. It's fun. It's really fun. When you do get to go second, you do get to ramp. You drop the Ein or the Bon Clay. Leader ability, turn 3 Dragon feels so good. And a lot of times, if they are taking a lot of life early, it's going to be really hard for them to come back out of it later because you're going to be able to keep applying pressure with more Dragons, more Rogers, Linlins. You're going to get counter back with Gil Tesoro. And if you're up by so many life and they've got 1 or 2 life left, you drop this Kaido Linlin and you just ask them, do they have the counter? So anyway, that's it. That's this list. I hope you enjoyed the games. I hope you enjoyed this video. I might do more of these where I talk. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, also please let me know. Anyway, we'll probably do one soon on Green Uta just because she's my favorite other than this one. And we're still cooking mono red Uta. So make sure you stick around for when I eventually get that deck list figured out. Anyway, have a great day.